Nicki and Carlo, and our family live in Positano, Italy, nearly 500 steps from the road, but surrounded by fruit and olive trees and with a fabulous view. Our garden overlooks the sea and we grow our own food. We show you what life is really like on the Amalfi Coast. So please subscribe and welcome to the Positano Diaries.
Dove stiamo andando?
Where are we going?
Ancora non abbiamo parlato di
Where are we going? So, we're going to go to Tuscany for 5 days because we've never spent any time there in the summer. And then from there, we're going to continue driving and we haven't really got a set plan yet.
Mi mancherai.
Anche tu.
Oh, bella brava. Mi raccomando di fare tutte queste cose, piscina, pulire.
Sto parlando se come non avere il telefono. Vai fare un motorino? No, dai, Miss Amy the most. Which is heaviest?
No, vabbè, posso portare anche questo. Vabbè.
Maybe you can borrow an indie from next door, or have Otto. If you're at home on your own and Otto's got very low.
Sto finendo di sistemare.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
E quindi voglio dire io ho ragionato perché signora, com'è il baccalà? Buono! Wow! E che baccalà! Ci siamo fermati per fare benzina, ma poi abbiamo capito che avevamo fame, quindi abbiamo trovato questo posto molto buono. Cibo fantastico.
We decided to stay at the Borgo de Colleoli. Actually, there wasn't really much choice as we booked very last minute. That week at the nearby Lucca Summer Festival, there were concerts by Blur, Robbie Williams and Jacob Collier, so many rental properties were booked out. The Borgo is set on top of a hill surrounded by olive groves and gentle rolling hills between Pisa, Florence and Siena. Originally a medieval castle, it was later turned into an aristocratic villa and estate, and in 2003 it was restored and transformed into a holiday resort with 2 pools, a restaurant, wine bar and a range of individual apartments. Let me give you a tour of where we're staying. So we are staying in apartment 11, which is called Casa Tom, in the Borgo. It is an independent privately owned apartment, so it's not part of the Borgo, which means it doesn't have the services, which means you can't wander in and have breakfast. You have to get your own breakfast. So this is the main room, which has probably got one of these sofas, is probably a sofa bed, I would imagine. And there's a fully equipped kitchen over there. You have to get all your own food and stuff, so I've had to buy oil and salt and everything really. There's a nice big bathroom here. Weirdly, this is the first bathroom in Italy I've ever seen that doesn't have a bidet. And then there's the bedroom over here, which is nice and bright. And Indy sleeps that side, Holly sleeps that side. The sun comes in first thing in the morning. It is naturally cool in here, although there is air conditioning if you need it. But we haven't needed it. It has been lovely and cool because we're on the shady side of the building, which is perfect for this time of year. is having a swim and I am having a wonderful time with my Kindle, sitting here. I've got Holly next to me here, little baby, and Indy is having a wonderful time watching two people play paddleball behind us there. I love getting up early in the morning to walk with the dogs while it was still fresh and slightly misty. There was lots of different pathways to explore in the countryside. We also spent time with friends who live in the area, like Maria and Lorenzo from Authentic Tuscany, who live in nearby Vico Pisano, and my old school friend Celine, who by now I'm sure you all know.
Che state preparando?
I have no idea.
Com'è possibile? Ognuno fa qualcosa senza sapere cosa state facendo.
Schiacciata. Sì, noi d'Italia non mi è piaciuto tanto.
Marie rents villas in Tuscany, and she's just brought us to one of the villas that they rent out and look after, and it's beautiful, and I'm just going to show you around because we've just gone in to have a look. So here we are, very, very pretty, and there's obviously used to be an olive mill, because when you step inside, look at that, there's the old mills to grind the olive stone. This is a beautiful big room in here. If you are interested in renting a villa or an apartment in Tuscany, I would highly recommend you check out the Authentic Tuscany website. Marie is really good at what she does. She also organises all sorts of local experiences for her clients and is incredibly knowledgeable about the area. We have such a great time when we're with her and do all sorts of things that we would never have thought to do on our own. And there obviously used to be a big water wheel here. There's the remains of it. And there's a little stream running down the side of the villa. Who knows where this road goes?
Hello everywhere, è un'altra bellissima giornata di sole qui in Toscana, il tempo è splendido, però purtroppo da quando siamo partiti ho un brutto mal di gola, penso che si sente la mia voce molto rauca, molto chiusa. Non mi voglio lamentare, sennò poi Nicki mi dice che io sono il solito maschio lamentoso, ma comunque, anyway, non è l'unico motivo che siamo qui, non è solo il fatto che siamo venuti per una vacanza, ma anche...
A lot of you have been asking for updates about our house hunting and how's it going. And we do and we don't have news. We found, and this is way back in April, we found a perfect house and we absolutely loved it. And we loved it from the minute we found the advert for it, even before we saw it. And you know when you find the perfect house and you just know. But this house has been proving incredibly difficult to buy. So we don't have any news to give you because we haven't bought the house and we don't know if we're going to manage. It's been very, very hard. There's been incredible, all sorts of problems.
E quindi siamo qui per la quarta volta per firmare un precontratto per prendere questa casa.
This is the fourth contract that we're signing, preliminary contract to start the process. I'm not going to tell you now what all the problems are, but we have been filming along the way, right since the very first time we saw the house. And we will be putting together either one very, very long video, or maybe we'll divide it into two shorter ones, of the whole process that we've gone through with all of the frustrations we've had about trying to buy a house in Italy. So for now, we don't have any more information to give you. We are very excited. It is a lovely house. It's got so much potential and the price is incredible. That's why we're going for it. It's just perfect. It's got olive groves and it's got views, Tuscan views, and it's lovely. And we're very excited, but we just don't know if it's going to go through. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, keeping our hopes up, and knowing that if it doesn't go through, there's always going to be another house somewhere in the region.
Siamo fiduciosi e ottimisti, tutto andrà bene.
Who's arrived?
Hello.
Right, Celine, where are we going?
You're going to find the flying squid.
God.
We're going to the Masso di Fanciulli.
Which is?
It's a kind of river with some waterfalls, and it's just quite nice, quite pretty. I was there last week.
So we can swim, yeah?
We can swim.
Perfect. See you there. We're going in 2 cars because we're not going to fit 4 of us and 2 dogs. Also, yeah. We just stopped for sandwiches before we go and have a swim. Now, this is the plan for the rest of our trip. We thought it would be fun to swim our way to England. Because it's July and August. Now, I wanted to do this last year, but I was on my own and I just didn't quite have the guts to do it all by myself. So now Carlo's here, we can do this. We thought we would try and stop every day and find somewhere to swim. Preferably not a swimming pool and not the sea. So rivers, lakes, streams, that sort of thing, and just find some interesting places to visit. This is one that Celine found a few weeks ago, and this will be our stop number 1. We've got absolutely no rush to get to England, so we can take as much time as we want to drive along. And when we get back tonight, we really do need to start planning where we're going next. I think we might head up into the Alps because there's some places there that I'd like to visit, and I've seen some swimming places there. But I've also seen some in the hills above the south of France, although maybe I think it might be too busy up there at this time of year. I don't know. We have to make a plan tonight. We also have Celine's friend Nicole with us. And we've got to climb across to the other side of the river. Oh, it's nice and warm. It is quite a hike to get here, actually. I didn't expect this. For some reason I thought we were going to park really close to it. I think it's just over there. I can hear people screaming. May not have told you, but I have a bit of a phobia about swimming in water by myself. But I'm doing it. Throw it out a bit more. She'll go.
Così, guarda. Guardala.
Oh, Wally. Yes, you're going to get wet. Look at that.
Dai.
It is our last full day in Tuscany and it's overcast today, which is perfect because we wanted to go and visit the beaches, but it was too hot when the sun was out and it's not fair on the dogs. And today, with it being like this, it's perfect. So we're going to drive down to the coast. We're going to go just below Livorno. We've seen on the map, we've got no idea. So we've seen on the map, there's this big piece of coastline. I think it's quite rocky, but there's lots of sort of like parks and walking areas above it. So we're going to go check it out.
It's a lovely place. Sì. Ok, quella laggiù è Livorno. No.
Of course, now that we've got here, the sun's coming out again, but I'm keeping these two in the shade. And what I can say is, one, the beach is exactly the same stones and pebbles as in Positano, and two, there's lots of little coves. And I absolutely love this parkland above the beach. It's just full of little shady bits and benches and pathways. It's perfect for coming for a walk with the dogs, and it'll be perfect all year round as well. We've chosen a restaurant that I think is at the very end of this little road. It's a lovely castle here. Castel Gianna. So pretty. How are you feeling today?
I'm very bad today.
But you're a bit better than yesterday, no?
Yes, this morning when I wake up I feel good, but now I feel very bad.
Oh dear.
I have a hot flash and I'm becoming very wet very quickly.
Oh dear.
And I don't know.
Maybe pasta will help.
Sì, magari la pasta mi farà bene, non ci credo, però proviamo. Almeno a stomaco pieno starò meglio forse.
Okay. I did not force him to go out. I just want you to know that. He wanted to go out because if he's sitting around where we're staying, I think he feels worse just sitting there doing nothing. So we decided to come out. And if he gets worse, don't worry, I will take him back home, tuck him up in bed and drag him back if I have to.
Sì, lo confermo, non è lei che mi forza ad uscire, sono io che sono in vacanza, voglio fare le cose, non voglio stare in una buia stanza d'albergo, ok, non è buia però, modo di dire, no? E a non fare niente, voglio uscire e fare le cose, anche se mi sento una merda oggi.
So this is what they call fregola.
Sì.
Fregola. It's a Sardinian pasta. Look at round balls of pasta with lots of seafood. Yum. And kind of has spaghetti e vongole.
I have become so conditioned to what Positano is like in the summer that I am constantly surprised here by how it is. So in August in Positano, you wouldn't dream of using your car to go anywhere. You would avoid it like the plague. I mean, we really do not use our car in August unless it's an absolute emergency necessity. And here, we've been so pleasantly surprised. The traffic is fine. There's parking spaces everywhere. Today we've been along the coast. We've been able to park easily everywhere that we've gone. We haven't even had to think about it. There's parking spaces everywhere. And even in the restaurant, I was prepared for them to say, oh, without a booking, no, you can't eat, or you'll have to sit at the back, or by the toilets, or whatever. No, we got a table right on the front with a beautiful view. No booking, the restaurant was half empty. It's so different here, and I presume that's probably normal in many places. I'm just so conditioned to being on the Amalfi Coast in the summer and the huge amounts of crowds that we have, that this is an absolute surprise for me. It's a luxury. It's brilliant. I love it.
Sì, iniziamo a notare delle differenze. Questa è una delle più grandi differenze, perché Positano è troppo piccola, tutta la zona è molto diversa da qui, non c'è spazio, mentre qua c'è tanto spazio, anche se qui è comunque un posto turistico. Infatti abbiamo incrociato auto con targhe di tutta l'Europa, e quindi c'è tanto turismo qua, però c'è molto più spazio e questo cambia tutto.
We met with friends at a bar in Buti for an apericena. An apericena is an aperitivo with dinner included. You pay the price of one drink and there's this whole buffet of food that you can help yourself from as many times as you want. It's very popular. We've just had an impromptu book signing session here, one for Marie and one for Fran. What a surprise!
So excited to read this. Which one are we looking at?
Carla just walked into shop completely naked. I have to send him out again.
We are ready for a new adventures.
You ready? Smile dog.
Our time in Tuscany is coming to an end. We are about to leave and head north towards the Alps.
Sì, abbiamo un sacco di posti belli da andare a vedere e non vediamo l'ora. Ci vediamo la prossima settimana.
Thank you for watching and come and join us next week on our adventures through the Alps.
Good girl.